worst economy on record. It is now a statistical fact. Where are all you naysayers now? Hey folks, Prepper Princess. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page for more personalized videos as well as more personal interaction. You can also find my t-shirt on prepperprincess.com as well as all of your prepping needs. So as all of us preppers out there know that this is the worst economy on record and it has now been confirmed. There have been tons of people back since March stating we're just going to be closed down for a couple of weeks. They will figure a way out of this. They will come up with a vaccine. They are going to fix everything. And to be honest with you, nothing has been fixed. Here in Arizona, we are still on lockdown 6 months later. It is now the month of August, and this all started happening in early March. It's been a really long time. CNN.com confirms on the business news, U.S. economy posts its worst drop on record. So back in 2008, we had approximately a 5% drop. Our estimated drop in GDP is 32.9%. 32.9%. That is in the trillions of dollars in negative GDP. What this means for the future is a very, very slow recovery. It's more than likely going to take about 1.5 to 2 years for the recovery to take place. For the mom and pops, these are the companies that are suffering the most. Big, large companies like Amazon and Walmart, for some reason, have been able to stay open because they are considered an essential business. However, a bed and breakfast somewhere in the Midwest is not going to be considered essential. Therefore, all of the travel restrictions that are taking place are really affecting those types of companies, as well as, you know, the disruption in food supply that we had, where everybody was pretty much panic buying and buying all these crazy things and buying huge quantities, where rationing had to start taking place. Now, that is the first time that we have rationed since World War II. And if you don't remember, World War II was about like 70 years ago. So if you are old enough to remember the old rationing and how that happened, this is the first time that it's happened in my lifetime, and hopefully the last. So all of those people who stuck their heads in the sand told us that the economy was going to be doing great. Well, where are you now? I would like to see people out there make specific videos providing economic proof and economic indicators of how this is not a recession, how this is not a depression, and how we're just going to magically get out of it because they are going to find some sort of resolution to all of the problems that we've been having lately. So is this something to be worried about? If you are a prepper and you've got your 6 months to a year's supply of food, then no, it's not really something to be worried about. However, there is a huge amount of unemployment right now, and whether people are going to say it or not, I will go ahead and be the one that says it, that people are not going back to work because they're making more money unemployed than they are working. If you're a person who is unemployed, I have to disagree with you completely that you're looking for work as hard as you possibly can. I was able to find a full-time job during this entire recession without any problems. It was actually one of the first jobs I applied to. They called me up, had my interview, had a job within a week. So for those of you who are stating, you know, there's no jobs out there, you might be setting your standards a little bit higher than what is readily available. And it's true that when you make less than you would on unemployment, you are not going to be searching for a job very eagerly until your unemployment runs out. So for all of you people out there stating that you're looking for a job so hard, I don't believe you, and there's nothing that you can say that will change my mind. When it comes to people who are on low incomes already during this crisis, this might be the perfect opportunity for you to move up. If you have become unemployed and you are already on minimum wage or a very low wage, you might be able to get something a little bit better out there. It might be a little bit more stressful, it might be a little bit harder work, but it is an opportunity for you to get out there and, you know, have an excuse to go out and look for a new job, is because your job is not you can't depend on it. It's not dependable. So when we go here to the GDP, the records in 1947, they've been keeping records since 1947. That doesn't make sense. The U.S. only began keeping quarterly GDP records in 1947, so it's difficult to compare the current downturn to the Great Depression. That said, in 1932, the U.S. economy contracted 12.9%, and we're currently at 32.9% negative GDP. So we are 3 times worse than the Great Depression. We are officially in a recession, but not in a depression. Yet the numbers are 20% worse than they were during the Great Depression. Now on this channel, I teach prepping, I teach about solar, I teach about free and easy meals and recipes to cook. I teach about getting out of debt, about saving money. I do implore you to go through my older videos showing you how to keep yourself entertained, how to save $7,000 an hour. That was a really great video. And it's true. You spend an hour or 2 of your time making some phone calls and you can save up to $7,000 per year if you're calling the right people. I think that right now, this is an opportunity for us to get back our integrity as a nation, as a country. I think that a lot of people out there give a promise to a corporation for providing them a loan. They do not have any intention on keeping their promise and paying off their debt. And to me, that is a level of low integrity. And I think that pretty soon we're going to get to a point where you have to get out of debt. There's going to be no other option, no other alternative. And there's a lot of people out there who state that they will make excuses saying anything that it's, as long as it's not my fault, it's not my fault that I'm in debt. It's their fault for allowing me to take out the loan. It's not my fault I'm in debt. It's their fault because they don't pay me enough. It's not my fault. It's their fault because the rents are too high. Well, nobody forced you to sign a contract to take that luxury apartment. Nobody forced you to sign a contract to take out that student loan. Nobody forced you to sign a contract to get that credit card to pay for your groceries. When you use a credit card, you're buying 17% more than you normally would anyway. And if worse comes to worse, if it were my position where I was heavily in debt and could not pay rent, I would live in a van. I would buy a minivan, live in that until I could get all my debts paid off. I would live in that until I was able to find an affordable house, and if I never found one, then fine, I'll stay in my minivan and save up for a house. But what are you willing to do in order to get out of debt? What are you willing to do? We are at a huge turning point in our country and in our economy. There are riots, looting, violence, anti-police. There's shortages. There have been shortages on the shelf. While we're getting replenished now, there could possibly be a second wave, and there's going to be even worse shortages. And people have already buried their heads in the sand thinking that another shortage cannot happen. Well, it can. You probably never thought that the first food shortage could happen, but it did. It happened. We warned you. Us preppers warned you that this was coming. You have been being warned for years. And also the government has been warning people that the stimulus is going to end. They've been warning people that the unemployment is not going to be extended. And yet people are not listening. They're still not listening. I've been saying for years, Social Security is not going to be there when you retire. Social Security sends out statements every year warning you that Social Security is going to end. The funds are not going to be available. And yet people still, when the people who are providing you with the money are telling you they're not going to provide you with the money, people still do not save money for their retirement. Help me understand. Mind blown. So people are throwing this in your face. They're stating there could be a second wave. They're stating there could be food shortages in the future. This economic downturn could go on for years. They're warning us. They have told us plainly like right out in the open. This can happen. This is the perfect time to be prepared. This is the perfect time to get your food pantry stocked up. It's the perfect time to get a job that you may not be accustomed to, but it's a job. Just do it. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Is my mister just relaxing? Are you just relaxing on the floor? Is that your spot? Is that your spot, Mr. Cutie Pants? Is that your spot, Mr. Cutie? Yes. Oh, yes, my sweet boy. My sweet boy. Oh, let's get a belly rub. Belly rubs for Mister? Belly rubs. How about the chest? You want a chest rub? Let's get there. Let's get the chest. Oh, that feels nice. You lifting your arm up for me? Yeah, that's good stuff. How about a butt rub? You want a butt rub? Right there? Right there? Oh, my boy. Yes. You know, most people watch my channel just for you. Just for you, Mr. Silly Pants. Yes. Mommy loves you. I love you.